Hey everyone, so in today's video, I'll show you exactly how I booked 6 calls in 4 hours by using a tool called InstaDM. Now, first of all, to show you that this is actually legit, this is what my calendar actually looks like. And let me show you this in real time, just so you can see this is actually legit. Now, this is how many calls we are booking, again, pretty much on average, and 90% of these calls are coming from this exact same system tool, which I'm going to be showing you in this video. Now, without wasting any more time, let's dive right into this. So the tool again is called InstaDM, and pretty much this is a cold DM software that allows you to send hundreds, if not even thousands, of cold DMs on a daily basis, fully, completely automated. Meaning that you have to set up this thing like once, takes like 10, 15 minutes, and then you can send again hundreds, if not even thousands of messages every single day on complete autopilot. Now, let me show you exactly how to first set this up. Now, first of all, as you probably know, you are limited to sending 40 DMs per day per account. Meaning that if you want to send, for example, let's say 400 DMs a day, you will need to have 10 different accounts. Now, when sending these messages for each account that you have, it's very important that you create sub accounts of your main one. Now, to show you this, my main profile looks something like this. As you can see, it's fully optimized. I have a lot of posts, a lot of story highlights, and so on and so on. Now, when you want to create these IG sub accounts, what you want to do is you want to simply create a copy of your main account, and then onto your biography you want to link your main to show people that you are not someone pretending to be yourself. So for example, this is of one of my profiles looks like, and as you can see, it's the same one as my main, just has less posts, a little bit less stories, but it's pretty much the same thing. And as you can see, I have main, and then I have my main account in here. I just need to buy followers for these accounts right here because they only have like 10, 20 followers. So it's not that great to reach out with these type of accounts. But this is pretty much how you have to structure these IG sub accounts. Now, once you have that in place, then the second thing that you will need is going to be the actual people to the end. Now, what you can do is you can manually input these leads right here. But if you're sending, for example, 400 DMs a day, then it's going to be really, really time consuming to find these leads. So instead, let me show you exactly how I find these leads completely automated. So first of all, you want to head over onto this website, which is called Cold DMs. You want to click onto login. By the way, this is 100% free. Then you want to click on to find leads here. You want to click on to from accounts. Then you want to scrape the followers of a big influencer inside of your niche. Now, this is simply because the people that already follow this influencer are people that already have shown some kind of interest towards your market, meaning that finding more and better potential clients is going to be much, much easier rather than just you having to search out for these people manually. Now, as an example, you could put Hormoz in here. Then you want to click on to collect leads that are followers. You can put the name of, the number of the leads, like how many people you want to scrape, like 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, and so on and so on. I'm going to put just like 100. Then you want to click on to scrape onto the filters here. Very important. You want to add in the keywords in bio. Now, what this thing is going to do, it's only going to scrape the people that have specific keywords onto their biography. Now, as an example, the people that I target all have onto their biographies, for example, help or scale or I help or scaling and so on and so on. And pretty much what you want to do is you want to put as many of these keywords that your ideal client profile has onto their profile as you can. And then once you're done, you want to simply click onto scrape right here. It will start scraping the leads, as you can see. Then you want to click, once you finish this, onto targets. you will find right here the list that you've just created. For example, Hormozy. Click on to show, download this as a CSV file, and then to import the leads, you want to simply go back onto InstaDM, click onto the plus button, click on to add file. You want to simply add the file that you've just downloaded from here. Now let me stop this because I don't need this at the moment. And then pretty much on the account side and on the actual people to DM, you are good to go. Now let me show you also how to now send the messages without having any sort of issues, suspensions, or bans. Now for each sub account that you have, you will need a proxy. Now this is because if you're sending like 400 messages a day from the same IP, then Instagram will detect that as spam. And trust me, guys, this is exactly what happened to me. I got my account shadow banned for over 8 months, and I had to change that because almost a year ago I did this exact same thing, but without any proxy. So it pretty much fucked me over, right? Now, what you want to do in here is you want to simply add in one proxy per account. So in my case, as you can see, I have 5 different profiles. In here, you want to add 5 different proxies. Now, where do you actually buy these proxies? Well, it's very simple. You want to head over onto this website, which is called proxy6.net. Then you want to click on to buy proxy. You want to make sure to purchase IPv6 country. I would suggest you to put United States, which is what I use. Then again, you want to buy one per account. So in my case, I want to buy 5. You click onto the period, like 1 month. And as you can see, these are extremely cheap. $1 for the 5 proxies in total for a month. And then once you have your proxies, you want to simply put in the details in here. By the way, these proxies are not working, so if you try to steal them, they will not work for you either, right? And then once you're done with this, then the next step is going to be very, very simple. What you want to do is you want to head over onto this thing right here. Then you want to create your message. So the first message that you're going to send with these accounts, for example, you could put, like I did, hey name, mind if I ask a quick question. You can also put a second DM. You can also put the option to add in a comment before sending the message. Will simply help you higher up a little bit your reply rate, because these people are not only going to see your message request, but also a comment under their post before they actually receive that message, right? So then what you want to do is you want to click on to save. Then you want to click on to create task here. Now onto action delay, you want to put this to 10 seconds. DMs per account, you want to put this to 40. You want to enable the proxies option. You want to also enable the personalized DM option. You want to simply click on to create task. Now, because this is a demo account, as you can see, I only have one profile in here with one proxy. But when you actually do have a subscription, which costs something like $30 a month, I believe, then all of the accounts that you have in here will show up again here as well. As you can see, I've put please subscribe to a plan, blah, blah, blah. And then once you have all of your accounts showing up in here, all you want to do is simply click on to start task, and it will actually start sending the messages completely automatically. Now, once you've done this step, then you will obviously need to manage all of the replies and conversations that you're going to generate from these accounts. But because we need to use the proxies when logging in with these accounts, let me show you exactly how to manage them properly. So what you want to do is you want to download a software which is called NSD browser. Here, you want to click onto the correct version that you have. Then once you have the software, it will look something like this, as you can see. And what you want to do is you want to create again one profile for each IG sub account that you have, and you want to add in the correct proxy from the InstaDM in here as well. So for example, as you can see in here with the account Carlo Locatelli, I have this proxy right here. So in this case, when creating a profile, for example, onto the NST browser, you want to click on to create profile, put the name again like Carlo Telly. Then onto the proxy, you want to put this onto custom. And in here, you want to put the same details of the same proxy that you've used to send them messages onto InstaDM. And again, this will simply just keep your account safe. Then once you're done, let me exit from here. You want to simply open the profile. And as you can see in here, you will be able to then manage the actual account. If you just type in instagram.com, you can then handle all the conversations, reply to all of the messages, and so on and so on. And well, guys, this is pretty much exactly how I booked 6 calls in 4 hours, and how I'm booking on average between 10 to 20 calls a week with this system only. And right now I'm only using 5 accounts, which is exactly what you've seen in here. Now, I hope you guys found this video valuable. You will be able to find the link of this tool down below in the description. And if you guys have any topics, any video ideas that you may want me to actually create for the next videos, just simply let me know inside of the comments. Now, again, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you on to the next one. Bye bye. Ciao.